Women are not safe even during COVID-19. They suffer double pandemic in their homes. The COVID-19 pandemic has been felt among the world populace as one of the most prominent threats to humankind. The damaging consequences of the disease have not only been limited to the loss of life, but also have severe socio-psychological consequences. As of 20 December 2020, over 1.6 million people across the globe have lost their lives. The psychological impact of COVID-19 pandemic and the consequent lockdown have resulted in extreme consequences for almost everyone. It has resulted in fears, anxiety, and sadness not only among common people but also among healthcare professionals, which has led to an alarming increase in suicidal and other psychiatric conditions. However, the impact of this pandemic on women has been worsened and is worth exploring. The lockdown and other social isolation measures implemented by all affected countries have been forced women to be confined to their homes, despite the fact that they are subjected to family violence, with limited or no social support options available. Although the prevalence of domestic violence in Indian society can always be troublesome, it worsened at an alarming rate during the COVID-19 pandemic. This aligns with the global rise of domestic violence cases during this pandemic, often being referred to as the double pandemic or shadow pandemic or hidden epidemic. In recent review of the gender-based violence during the COVID-19 pandemic, noted a significant increase in the cases of domestic violence. There was also an evident lack of supportive policies and resources for these women as they were disconnected from their support network during the COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent lockdown. According to the official data of the National Commission for Women, domestic violence complaints have increased by 2.5 times since the nationwide lockdown began in India. Some of the researchers are referring to this as the next pandemic or shadow pandemic of India. In 2019, the Commission received 607 cases between March to May, which in 2020 they registered 1,477 cases. What could be the causes of domestic violence? Patriarchy. Some people with very traditional beliefs maintain that they have the right to control their partner and that women are unequal to men. Societal influence. Some abusers learn violent behavior from their family, people in their community, and other cultural influences as they grow up. For example, boys who learn that women are not to be valued or respected and who see violence directed against women are more likely to abuse women as they grow up. And girls who witness domestic violence in their families of origin are more likely to be victimized by their own husbands. Economic causes. Unemployment, alcohol, and drugs may also contribute to violent behavior. Socio-cultural, dowry-related deaths, and honor killings is also a reality that testifies domestic violence. Individual factor. Some abusers may feel they need to be control their partner because of low self-esteem, extreme jealousy, difficulties in regulating and anger and other strong emotions, or when they feel inferior to other partner in education and socio-economic background.
As we all know, the whole world is currently fighting this pandemic and we all need to stay home in order to be safe. But unfortunately, some people are not safe even when they are staying at home because they are getting domestically abused, harassed and assaulted by their partner or family members. Anyone can be a victim of domestic abuse regardless of age, race, gender, sexual orientation, faith or class. More than 1 woman in 4 will experience domestic violence. To ensure that women are capable of fully enjoying their rights and achieving their full potential, legal protection from violence is crucial. However, laws alone are not sufficient. Concrete action is needed to end violence against women and girls. We need to speak up before it's too late. Thank you.
So as we can see in today's world that it is very important to make people aware on the consequences of the domestic violence so that we can fight against this violence. The more information people have about healthy and unhealthy relationships, the better off we will be at keeping people safe. So there are many difficulties that we face in the normal flow of society. But with this pandemic, most people are staying home and are isolating themselves, which is very hard for them to access to any help which is needed. We also find that there's a lot of people who are facing domestic violence but are afraid to speak up about their issues in public because they feel ashamed that they are the victim, and they are also afraid because mostly feel that men are the only breadwinner of the family. So this makes them to stop, to move forward, to take action. As the community, they should also look and take action against domestic violence, and they should also make people aware on the consequences of the domestic violence. They should also encourage people to speak up, and the community need to interfere on this matter if it is happening on their own community people. In a community, there is a women group also which can help on these issues and should encourage people to come forward, and the women's group can give their hand on these victims